Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, beauty?
I'm
Oh, all
good.
the beautiful girls with the good skin is coming up here tonight.
No, but I
Mhm.
watch you all the time, and I will say that you are amazing, and I love watching everyone come on here, be vulnerable. I don't know if I'm as vulnerable as they are, because for me, I gotta stop cutting people off so quick. I don't give people the time of day. I'm like, if you don't prove yourself within a certain amount of time, zero patience, because I don't know, like,
So, did something happen recently where?
I mean, I was talking to a guy
Mhm.
who made a lot of money, but if you don't text me or you don't call me or you don't communicate in between dates, I don't care how much money you make. You're done. Like, you're done. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire, a billionaire, you're done, because to me, you're not valuing my time. And I know that you know, we talk about like, oh, we'll run the bag up, but I could run the bag up myself. Don't waste my time, because the thing is, we can get the money back, but we can't get the time back.
Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't care if you're a millionaire, a billionaire, or a trillionaire. If you don't focus on her or whatever the hell she just said, whatever demand she got, kick rocks.
She said, because you can always get the money back, but not the time. Technical foul, ejected from the goddamn on game, and you banished from the country and everything. That's wicked. Just backwards information. No, you can't always get the money back nor the time. You ain't worth neither. Now where we at?
So why are we stroking egos because of what a man got? Like, you know,
Yeah, but I think most men who are like, who have lots of money, who are millionaires,
uh-huh.
I'm not saying they all do, but they look at most women. I'm not saying every man. Most men who have money are like, oh, you're a dime a dozen. There's
Okay.
another one. There's another one.
Hmm.
So I'm not saying there aren't guys who aren't willing to chase or put in the work, but they kind of want you to, hey, how are you? They kind of want you to stroke their ego a little bit if they have some money. They want you to do it. They want you to do it.
Right. And I guess for myself, I'm not doing that.
Mhm.
So, and I probably should like start getting to the point where I'm like, okay, he's spending a little bit of money, so let me like, you know, stroke it a little bit. I'm not doing that. I'm just like, we're all humans, we're all adults. Stroke your own ego. Like I just don't got time.
Wait,
Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. I don't know how y'all deal with these women. They are insufferable. She, I mean, the ego, Mr. Walker. This is sick.
This is nuts. I'm triggered. Like, give me a second. She up here talking about don't want to stroke her man's ego. As a lady, if you ain't stroking your man ego, who the heck is? What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all ninjas is crazy. Don't y'all have just forfeited y'all power, y'all femininity, y'all kind, sweet words being a woman. She like, I ain't got that to do. I ain't stroking no ninja's ego just because he accomplished, got money, got resources. Nah, I could get that myself. She can't stroke your ego. She too busy stroking her own with gigawatts. All right. Yeah, she ain't got time. She can't stroke hers and yours.
This is insane, man. Pay attention, man. Here we go.
so the last guy that you dated, let's say the last millionaire that you dated,
Uh-huh.
it didn't work out because you didn't stroke it.
Because he
Hmm.
was playing in my face. He thought he could go 4 business days without saying something. And by the fifth one, when he tried to come back, I said, "Oh, your time is up. You're done." And, he tried to send me some money. He tried to, woo me over. And I'm just like, absolutely not. Like, and, people will say, "Oh, well, you walked away from this, and that." And to me, I don't care about stuff like that, because I have I have my own stuff going on. I have my own life going on. Um, I don't need a man to buy me, if that makes sense. When you're seriously dating, you're not just dating for money. You're not just dating for gifts, especially when you can give yourself that lifestyle. I give myself that lifestyle. So for me, I'm not pressed for.
I'll tell you what, shout out to the men being awakened. Shout out to the Godfather, us over here at Single by Choices. Shout out to y'all in the chat for waking yourselves up. This is the end result of men waking up and knowing your worth, and stop letting these women abuse y'all financially and mentally. And this is what it looks like when they can't get away with it no more. And now the rabbit got the gun again.
My favorite part of the story, when that old wascally wabbit get the toolie, my baby, it's over. Y'all, these ladies, I done said it to Crystal. Shout out to our sister Luna. The melanated sister has fallen so far from grace. So far, trying to be a man, you outside your role, your natural role. It's not going to end well. It's going to be extremely devastating.
Yeah, because at this point, these women want nothing more than to walk up on all y'all men with the Men in Black flashing thing to wipe y'all memory out. And they want to get rid of all this content and then walk up on all y'all, get y'all in like a big stadium and just flash.
Mm-hmm. And then introduce y'all to Order 66. Ain't gonna happen, no. Huh? The revolution may not be televised, but it may be broadcasted live on YouTube.
That's all. Y'all must get back up under.
Execute Order 66.
Stand strong, man. Stand strong.
The gifts and the monetary things that come along with it. I think for me, I think a lot of women sell themselves short, and they will allow a man to devalue them for a cash app. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. But I've also too started dating outside of my race, right? Like, I think that we have to start like dating men that's not necessarily our type, which is scary though. Like for me, that's extremely scary because I've never really been comfortable dating outside my race. It's a little weird for me and a little uncomfortable, but I would encourage people to really kind of try that.
And do you feel like it's different now that you're dating outside of your race? Do you feel like the men that you are dating outside of your race, do you feel like they put more effort or they don't leave you on red kind of thing? What is your experience?
I don't mind being left on red. It's not being left on red, right? But what I've noticed with men with money, you got to answer the phone as soon as they call. You don't get to dictate when I answer my phone when you don't reach out in a matter of time, in a decent matter of time. But I've noticed that men outside of my race date a little more seriously. That's just been my experience. But I can't speak for everybody. But I've noticed that men outside my race do date a little more seriously than Black men. And that's just my experience.
And have you found someone, being that they date more serious, have you found someone that you're like, all right, me and this guy is going together, we're kind of vibing? Have you found someone who you're like kind of not locked in with, but dating consistently right now?
No.
But so there's still something.
But not because they're not serious. It's really because like I ain't fine. Like I'm a little picky, but that's not it either. I just feel like there has to be chemistry. It has to be like, what are we even doing? Like,
This is my favorite part of the story. Oh, we'll divest. The little man in the boat, it controls everything. That's what she means. Yeah, Kendra, they spend money. She gonna say every man outside of melanated men treat us better. Well, why the hell ain't you married? And why aren't y'all married at more than a 4% rate outside of the race? It's just 4%, Mr. Walker.
It's cap. We've said it before. It sounds good, and it's a great talking point by the Bonquishas, but it's just an observable reality. We wish it weren't true. We wish you had more luck outside your race, but the melanated woman does not have the same options to date outside the race as the melanated man. The melanated man is the most desirable man on the face of this earth for relationships and hunching. The melanated sister is the most desired person on this earth for hunching. It's just an observable reality. No shade at all.
And she like, these high value men, she said, if I don't respond to them right away, they get you. What do you mean?
That's it. That was it. That triggered me. I knew it was something that made my eye twitch. His time is valuable. Of course, whenever he like, you know what, in between making money and having my own ecosystem, now I'm going to call my sad chick here and see what she up to. You ain't going to pick up the phone? Not calling you the sad chick. I'm not calling you again. I talked to you in a couple business days because it's another side chick that's going to answer tonight. He's just get it.
This woman's so full of herself. Shout out to Ashley. Ashley, she asking some good questions, trying to, make her smell the roses, but
good trash.
Like, I don't want to waste anyone's time either. I like having fun. I'm gonna go out. We're gonna go on dates, but I'll also be straight up with you too. Like, if I don't like you, I'm just like, hey, you're a good friend. I'll just keep it real with them. I won't lead them on, but I will say I've had more luck outside my race than in.
Okay, that's fair. All right, and you say you're picky.
That's not fair. I've had more luck outside of my race than in. You had more luck doing what exactly? What exactly did you have this luck in marriage? What? How, she said I had more luck outside than in. What exactly is the luck, Mr. Walker?
She had more luck outside her race than in. Yeah, you obviously have more luck at getting married or having a serious relationship because you're here right now. So yeah, more luck with what? See what I mean? Okay, that's an amazing question. So, Nug and Brad, they both will give you meat for sure. We just talked about that. But are you getting more pandering? That's what Bonquisha's up here saying to all the Caucasian brothers. She's stressing y'all are some pandering bears that y'all up under Order 66 somehow. That's the luck. They saying Brad and Chad. The one sister said that non-melanated men will buy you a house on the first date. Seen the video. Y'all done seen it too. She said, yeah. They buying houses and cars on the first date. These ninjas ain't ish. So I guess they say they have more luck extracting resources and time. There you go.
And that's what I figured, but she needs to say that because nobody knows what you mean.
That sound too hyena-ish. You can't say it like that.
Yeah, this right here, y'all, this is a mercenary hyena, like Super Saiyan.
She at the right place.
What are you picky about? Like, what are things that like, no, not for me, no.
Character. I'm real big on character. I'm real big on maturity. Honest to God, I do not have a physical type. You could look like the bottom of my shoe, and I'll be like, you know what? But you funny though. You funny. You got your life together. You got your own car. You got your own house. You're paying your bills. We can go on dates. We can go on trips. You can keep up with me, because that's another thing I've noticed too, is that sometimes dating gets a little hard because if you're not, and I hate when men are like, oh, women are just gold diggers. When you're not dating a man that is on your level, like, or somewhere near it, a lot of times you got to hide what you're doing. You have to hide how you live, because then they're like, oh, you got it, or they're clocking your pockets, or they're looking at you, how you live, and they want to mooch off of you. But I will say, just picky as far as character, picky as far as like maturity, picky, not necessarily looks. I can help you dress. I could get you, I can get that together. Those are easy fixes. But I'm saying, like, how are you raised? How's your relationship with your parents? Do you have children? Do you take care of those children? Do you have a good relationship with their mother? Like, what are those things look like? What do other relationships in your life look like? And that will tell me a lot about a person.
And what city are you in, Ray?
I live outside of Atlanta, so I'm in Georgia.
Okay, how's dating in Georgia? Because the girls, they say they don't love it. They say it's not the best place to date. That's what all the girls are saying.
They're not lying. No, anything you've heard about it is true. It's not easy.
I would say it's a competitive city too, because there's a lot of beautiful women, and I mean body, face, youth.
all that.
They
all
got
of
their
that.
own money.
But
They got
really,
their
it's
own
not even
everything.
that. I would say that, but really, a lot of the people here are bisexual. Like, there's a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of men that like men, so that is what you will run. Really, you're not even competing with other women. You're competing with men. Like, you're not, so it's
Wow. So
it's
you're
that.
competing with other men in Atlanta.
Secretly,
For a
you
man.
don't even know you competing with other men. Secretly, you're competing with other men.
Holy hell.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Who was that moron? Let's play devil's advocate. You telling me you are this wonderful woman with this great kuda kata and you can't even compete with Bussy? Hell, you having a hard time competing with Bussy? Get out my face.
Thank you. So there you go. No, there you go, Miss X. It ain't nothing wrong with her magic box. That ninja, he ain't into box. He must not be. All of the ninjas all across the globe that don't want her, it ain't got nothing to do with her. You just don't like women's. Look at the face. Again, it's like I've asked this question. Does today's modern woman think she could shame a man into being with her? This does not make you look better in the marketplace. You're talking about you dealing with bussy bandits and stuff. If a man was to continuously find himself dealing with, studs and stuff, like he got to look at himself. Like, man, why you keep ending up with studs? Trying to do strange things to you, Mike. Like, you got to look at yourself. If you always attracting feminine men, it's probably because you a big masculine boy.
Rest in peace to the Godfather. He had the woman on his program that time, and she was like, in Atlanta, she said, I keep attracting zesty men. Kev said, you masculine as hell. You are only going to attract feminine men.
They don't get that, Mr. X. They don't get that. If you're a big strong boy like this, that's what you're gonna get. Feminine man. He looking for a man, I guess.
Man.
Money, 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 money.
Shout out to Pink. Appreciate you coming through with the $10 super sticker. Thank you. Right, Pink.
Okay. Appreciate that, sister. Oh, these last two women. Here we go.
Or you're competing with a man that so Atlanta's so big on scamming, you really just don't know who has what. Not that you should care, but again, you just don't even know. Like,
well, move. Just move. Because now she gonna see her keep making excuses. Well, why can't you find this man? Well, everybody in Atlanta, they either zesty, they scamming, yeah, they dusty. Go somewhere else then.
Nope. She like that environment. She happy right where she at. Don't be fooled.
man can look so put together, but he's living on someone's couch, or he living outside of a storage unit, or you just never. It's just a lot of challenges. So honestly, like if I online date, I will set it for another town or another major city because I don't mind long distance dating, which I actually prefer.
A storage unit.
I swear, I promise you. But I'll set
the reason. Oh, this is sick. The reason I'm single. These men are zesty. They're scammers. They're homeless and living in storage units. This is her dating pool.
Nug keep fooling her with his Nike tech suit and his J's. He keep them suckers clean, living out that AC storage unit. Don't be mad. You fell for the okie doke.
And the rate I was gonna say the rate of STD rates is in Atlanta. The STD rates, if you out here sleeping with zesty men, homeless men, what's the chances you done caught something?
Yeah, that's a dark topic we leave alone a lot, but it's need to be here in the room. All of this meat to meat hunching raw. Somebody catching something. It ain't a cold.
Man.
my city for somewhere other than Atlanta. Even in the country, I don't care, but I never really date in Atlanta.
Would you consider moving?
No. I know, crazy, right, child? I know. So I'm originally from Jersey. But the
Why?
I would
You
move.
need to go back to Jersey.
No,
You need
I
to
would
go back
move
to Jersey.
if I would move if the move made sense with my career and the things that I have going on. You would have to convince me that okay, this move would make a good it would make good sense if you moved. But 9 times out of 10, these men want to go 50-50. So I ain't going nowhere. If I gotta go 50-50, you better come to me.
That's 50-50.
Yeah.
But no, not the guys you're dating.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
I don't know if we're gonna make it through this one. I can't. I got nothing left for her. She ain't. You got to come to her. Ain't no way she moving anywhere going 50-50. And she said, "Will you leave Atlanta?" She said, "No. They love it down there. So there's too much to do. They can go out and party 7 days a week and do something different every day. It's a different event, different hookah lounge, different club. I'm not moving back to where I can't do this and have fun."
Too much going on. They in the spot. They on the scene. That's what I said. They love it there. They go complain as long as the day is long, but they still gonna stay and continue to migrate there. We done seen it from where we live. There was sisters, they was hell bent for years. I'm moving to Atlanta. Everybody was trying to move to ATL just to move back home. Ain't what everybody thought. And it's the same sister that said she ain't into stroking no man's ego. Does she got any kids? Did we get that? She best be childless.
I think she's childless.
She better be
I don't
childless.
know.
You see what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna even get the Dalton Cam. That's wicked. See, that's wicked. I need to know why she thinks she's so daggone hot to trot in ATL.
No, because you're dating like more ballers, millionaires, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, but those they live here, but that's dating. That's not in a relationship.
Okay. So if you could give one reason why you're single in Atlanta, it would be because of, I guess, the men's sexuality.
That and
Bull jive.
The men who are affluent have options, right? So you deal with that. So when you're dealing with a man who has money, you're dealing with a man who has many options.
But that's what I was saying initially at the start of our conversation. I'm like, if he doesn't say to you anything in 4 days, it's because he has so many options. So he kind of needs someone. He wants someone to be like, "Hey, babe, what's going on? We hanging out again?"
Right. So, and then what I also noticed too is that those men want to be your only option, but you have to be one of many. So it's really a one-way street.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. I.e., we just talked about this the other day. The promise ring. I'm gonna give 5 of y'all a promise ring. Y'all can't sleep with nobody, but I do's what I want. And she in Atlanta, man. I'm over this woman.
Understand something. You ain't gotta like it. You ain't even gotta get with it. She said she ain't trying to be in no well-to-do man's rotation. But here's the kicker. You ain't got to be, but you also have no leverage in this game. All you can do is move accordingly and try to find a better outcome. Try. But the game is the game. And you want to know something? Don't feel so bad. No, what was me? Because if you ask me, today's woman made the market this way. You have not made it a thing where the well-to-do men, it's in their best interest to try to build relationship with these sisters because of their hyena mercenary behavior. So this is where we at. Meat clashing culture at best.
So here we go. And the net of it, man, these women are trying to shame y'all back into being simps. They're going to start calling zesty, you broke your say so and all this stuff. That's what she's doing up here, just throwing sign language around. And they want a sympathetic male provider.
There you go. And if those tactics and antics seem to work on you men, fix yourself. It's something you got to correct with yourself. And because it should go off your back like water off a duck's back. When they come up here with these terroristic demands, you should be on the square where the demands can't even reach you. It's below you. Shout out to Divine Photos. Says, all in all, she doesn't want to compete. The end.
I don't think none of these melanated women, not gonna say none, I want the all place to come in. The vast majority, and it seems like all, it's arguably all. We can argue the fact that it's probably all, but let's say the majority, they just don't want to compete with any. They want what they want, and they want you to be a simp and be up under their order, and they don't want to compete.
You have been devalued as a melanated man in America. You have no value at all. Fix the roof. They ain't gonna stroke your ego. They're not gonna make your plate first. You get the small piece of chicken, etc., etc.
And shout out to my girl. Like I said, we just talked about her earlier. I don't forgot her name that fast. They called her the German lady, but
yeah, forget.
She's once again, y'all proving her point. Like literally, this is funny.
Hilarious. They think they making leeway.
if that makes sense. And you have to be okay with that. I'm just not. I'm gonna cut you off and I'm gonna block you, and that's gonna be that. Like, thank you for dinner, thank you for the trip to wherever we went, but I'm not. That's not a circus that I'm willing to play a part of.
Well, you sound like you are very clear about what it is that you want, Ray. Mm-hmm. Like, if it's not this, out. Bye.
But I be having friends that's like, oh, just take the money. I be like, I am the money. I don't need their money.
I know that's right.
Because guess what? You playing Russian roulette with your life. So now I'm taking the money, but I'm putting myself at risk of catching AIDS, HIV, herpes. Like, you're running a risk. And to me, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. And then the money that you think these men have, half of the time, you don't even know where the money coming from. You see Risa Tisa, like half of the time, these men can fake it. They be taking what's that saying? It's like Robin Hood. You taking that money from somewhere else to give to me.
Risa Tisa.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
If you are in the middle of explaining something in a critical moment and you bring up Risa Tessa as an example to prove your point, you lost.
We ain't gonna do this, but no Risa Tisa, Risa Tessa.
And I was gonna say to you, Mr. Walker, what is this to the female's intuition? We've been talking about this. She said sometimes these men lie. They lie to you. You don't know what they got.
You know what? Here we go. Listen here and hear me clear. All right. We don't deny your women's intuition. Not at all. I've observed it work when it's supposed to work. It's a real thing. But here's the kicker. Bonquishas like this, when they come across the nugs they desire, they heavily suppress that intuition. That they mind be telling them, leave this ninja alone. He tripping, he lying to you, telling you sweet lies. But the little man in the boat overrides the intuition, and what happens. And they don't call it them suppressing their intuition. They call it ignoring red flags. That's the most we'll get at them as far as a confession. But they suppress it.
Or their new thing, not setting boundaries. They're going to say, I ain't had no boundaries.
Yeah, that ain't how it go. Standards are for simps. Any woman find the man that she desires and is into him, she will get rid of all those standards and she will make exceptions for him.
Really, but you really don't have it, so, and they know how to do that here. They know how to do it. They know how to keep up with that type of lifestyle. Yeah. But I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And I will peep game real quick. And again, it's not about money. It's about character. How is your character? And that to me is more important than money, because if I marry a man or get with a man with money, I need to know that you have some level of integrity, that you're not going to be out here embarrassing me,
Right. And that's, I'm not saying it's hard to find, but it's definitely a needle in a haystack. That's what you're looking for. It sounds like you're looking for, if I'm being honest, the perfect man. Good character, has money. That's what all the women.
And he don't have to have a lot. He just got to have his life. You just got to have your life together. That's it.
Life, well, yeah, but he has to make money still. He has to have his life together, make
money. Blue collar men make money. I'm okay with that. You could be a plumber. Those are not off the table.
Okay.
You make a living, so.
Okay. So
Huh.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Shout out to Ashley, her and Kendra. They start to give a little pushback, man. Ashley asked her, you seem like you want the perfect man. And Kendra been telling these women that. Like, Kendra will draw them on a piece of paper and all. Like, y'all, this man y'all describing don't exist. And even Ashley and Kendra at the point now, they're like, look, I can't keep playing, going along to get along. These men don't exist, y'all.
No, they don't. And again, if you was to come in contact with this ninja, what you gonna do with him and for him? What you gonna do with this ninja that really got all this stuff together, and you ain't bringing, what do men want? Fitness. She may be fit, femininity, and cooperation. Out of there. Submission. Don't think about it. You don't qualify, queen. It's simple. It's not some crazy math equation. Very simple. You don't.
Well, hold
qualify.
on. You don't have to be rich. I'll date a garbage man or a bus driver.
Yeah. He also got to be 6'8", be able to hunt you like a maniac. You know the rest. Only look at her. She ain't in the stroking no man's ego, which is I'm stuck on that. Y'all ladies is backwards. You got to stroke your man's ego. If you don't stroke your man's ego, some other sister is. And then what you gonna do? Huh? Cry.
So he can make, let's say, $80,000, $70,000.
Yeah.
No, you lying, right?
He got to go get a second job though, because in order to keep up with me, you're gonna have to be like, because I would never want to really like. I don't want to outshine you, right? Like I don't want. There's gonna be there's gonna be some imbalance in the home. Like you can make that, but don't be coming from my neck. Don't ask me why we got packages at the door, and
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Oh, I feel like they just throwing us. I said this the other day. Alley oops on the Fisher Price hoop. That's what tonight's been. Just this is like fish in a barrel. This woman said, "Would you date a man making 70, 80K?" She said, "Yeah." Ashley said, "Stop lying to me." She said, "All right, he will have to get a second job." Ashley, I ain't even gonna lie.
You got to get a second job. You gotta stop that. What did she say? Look at her face. I said the second job. She just said something crazy there. She said, make the money. Oh, she said you can make little 80K, but don't be asking her about all the Amazon packages coming to the door. Like another Amazon, Temu. You out here shopping like a billionaire, huh, baby? What? And that's where y'all wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with your man saying, hey, you order a lot of packages. What are you ordering? Curious. She like, no, don't be pocket checking me. That's what I could. Y'all kill me. Y'all let this happen. I'm getting triggered. Like Heathen Queen said, there's traitors amongst us. Y'all allow women to talk to y'all like that. So she think this is cool. No, your man he want to know where that box come from. Why you spending so much money? What's the plan? Ain't you supposed to be under some leadership, some instruction? That's what it looked like. They call it controlling. No, excuse me.
And like you said, you got to work your way up to that. Those are wifely duties. Like you said, because like the woman said before, my money, this is haram. My money is my money, and your money is my money. So they want you to spend all your money paying the bills, and she's gonna be ordering stuff, and you bet not question her. Meanwhile, you over here on your knuckles some weeks. You like, man, I gotta wait till the check come Friday. Next thing you know, you constantly seeing packages coming. You like something ain't adding up.
See what I'm saying? You done been reduced to eating ramen noodles and Vienna sausages, and she at work buying work husband Ruth Chris. Y'all want to talk about that? Because a woman like this, if she ain't sharing her money with you, she's sharing her money with someone. Some way, I promise you. Men, if your woman ain't sharing all her resources with you, some other ninja getting some twos and fews. Might be a ex from the past that they still cool, and he got dreams of being a rapper, so she bought him a little microphone and stuff every now and again. Play with it if you want to.
So, yeah, the net of it is she out of pocket. Like some things women will be women. They're going to order this stuff. Like you said, we're married. Like I said, I'm always on the porch. I see this stuff coming. At the very same time, my wife ain't walking around and said, "Don't ask me what's in the bag." And like you said, there's going to be a discussion, things like that. So,
and it's healthy. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Listen here, y'all can stop the cap. These are instances where women like to be checked. It like, hey, what's this? They would want to see you stand on your square. Don't no woman want to run all over no man. They act like they do, but it always ends bad. Don't let it be you, Phil.
Come down to him making the 80,000. What comes down to is if I'm making significantly more, I don't want the envy or the jealousy. I don't want you to look at the men that I'm working with and then you're envious towards them. You get what I'm saying? Like, to me, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter to me, but a lot of times men will get into the situation and it will matter more to them because they can't keep up.
Technically, I guess you would have to date someone who makes more than you.
No. No, put it like this.
I'm not saying every blue collar man is that way.
I would just have to I would have to date someone that is comfortable in their skin and responsible. As long as you are those things, like, we good.
Okay.
And if you could take a trip or two, don't be talking about wait till payday, because we're not doing that.
The average guy who's getting a check every 2 weeks, he's going on a trip maybe once a year. Once a year, babe. To get up and be able to take a trip.
Look, she starts saying that and they start thinking, she looking around like, they don't ever hear this stuff. Shout out to the internet and YouTube for teaching folks. She said, you better not say you got to wait till your check come Friday. I'm not trying to hear that. If I say we're going to Dubai next month, we're going to Dubai. Like, what do you mean? You got to check your bank account. What's that mean?
Yeah. She gonna say, that's all right. She said, I'm still gonna go. We talked about this. She's still going on the trip, just not with you. Yeah. She'll be back when she be back. God, dog.
And Ashley said that she said the average man that works a regular job can go on vacation maybe once a year. And she just started looking around like that was the first time she ever heard that.
Her lips start quivering. When she said that, I focused in. She got so uncomfortable because she wanted to give backlash, but she like, there's still a sisterhood, so I gotta watch out. She don't like this conversation at all.
And then she was ready to say them is the broken dusties. I'm not talking about them. It actually would have been, what the average man makes. You tell them that, the average man makes $45,000 a year. They like, ain't no way. There's no way.
This sister she gonna go on that little vacation without you. She gonna do things without you, black pills and all, then come back and have an attitude because you couldn't afford to come. She gonna go to Dubai, give you a black pill, and come home with attitude.
Man.
He's going on a trip maybe once.
Uh-oh.
StreamYard in here. Here we go.
The average guy who's getting a check every 2 weeks, he's going on a trip maybe once a year. Once a year, babe. To get up and be able to take a trip to where you want to go in first class, stay in a nice hotel, that costs money. That's at least, at the very least, $4,000. At the very least.
Right. I'm not disagreeing. Yeah. So, but thank you for having me on here. And
thank you, Ray, for coming out. We enjoyed your energy. Please.
And she gonna say fly in first class. Ashley, stop. Man. All right. It's one thing if y'all, take a woman on vacation. First class, if you ain't a millionaire, if you working paycheck to paycheck, no.
Man, I'm trying to told you something. Yeah, first class, business class. If it ain't some for real, stop, man. We ain't part of the leisure class. I know some of y'all doing well for yourself, and that's what's up. Glory be. But I don't think none of y'all part of the established leisure class. With that being said, it's my understanding coming from where I'm from, business class, first class, Those need to be some form of business expense. If you're just forking out all this money to take a flight, hey, like Gavin said, you a millionaire, all right, or it's a business expense. It should make sense, not just stunting. Go home all stressed out. You done spent $8,000 you ain't got.
Yeah, I see Team Peterson was in the chat saying that's for wives, fiancés. Exactly. That's my point. Like I said, not shaming nobody for taking a beautiful woman on vacation and clapping cheeks if you can afford it. But first class, now Spirit, little $400 ticket, granted.
There we go. There we go.
But yeah, she actually talking about $5,000 vacation trips for this woman. No.
For what? Like, that's got to be a heck of an experience. Y'all don't understand. Maybe I'm off. I don't know. I'm an old married man.
But I tell you what, she gave us a run for our money. We ain't seen a hyena like this in a long time, but she's still going down the pit like the rest of them.
Yeah, she ran fast like hyenas do. Ran right into the pit. Glorious.
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
No, they won't. They would not get brighter, Boquisha. Not at all.